Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi, I am Nicole Henry, and this is my very first YouTube video, so please bear with me. I've decided every Thursday will be called Thursday's Tales, which is where I read an unsolved mystery and give my take on it. So today's unsolved mystery is, where are the Sodder children? George and Jenny Sodder of West Virginia were forced to cope not only with the immeasurable loss of their children, but also with the mysterious circumstances surrounding that loss. After the Sodder home burned to the ground on the night before Christmas in 1945, 5 of the 10 Sodder children were still alive and accounted for. But what about the other 5? From all accounts, it would seem that they had vanished into thin air. Notice how we don't say vanished into smoke? That's because in the rooms of the 5, zero physical evidence of the children could be found, which is virtually impossible from a scientific standpoint. But that wasn't all that smelled off about the events of that night. Apparently, George tried to save the children, who he believed were still trapped inside, by using his coal truck, which strangely was inoperable. The phone lines to the house were found to have been cut. A woman claimed to have seen all 5 missing children peering from a passing car while the fire was in progress, and a woman at a Charleston hotel who saw the children's photos in a newspaper said she had seen 4 of the 5 a week after the fire. The children were accompanied by 2 women and 2 men, all of the Italian extraction, she said in a statement. I tried to talk to the children in a friendly manner, but the men appeared hostile and wouldn't allow it. The Sodder family theorized that the children had been kidnapped, perhaps in an attempt to extort money, perhaps to coerce George into joining the local mafia, with the Sodders were Italian immigrants, or perhaps in retaliation for George's outspoken criticism of Mussolini and Italy's fascist government. From the 1950s until Jenny Sodder's death in the late 1980s, the Sodder family maintained a billboard on State Route 16 with pictures of the 5 vanished children and offering a reward for information. The last known surviving Sodder child, Sylvia, 69, still doesn't believe her siblings perished in the fire. Now my take on this is that since there was no ransom money or anything, that means maybe they were kidnapped but not kidnapped in order to make something out of it. Probably the person who kidnapped them, a particular woman who saw them with 2 men and 2 women, probably like they were 2 couples who were very good friends and they couldn't have children, so probably they kidnapped them in order to have children of their own. Like there are many movies about that, like lifetime movies of women kidnapping babies and stuff like that. Or the Sodder family were not, the parents were not good. They were ill-treating the children, so probably most people knew about it. So they decided that they were going to burn down the house in order to get some of the children, to give them a better life probably. But even if, why would you not tell the parents about the parents, like, you could have at least, maybe they talk to the parents, you never know. But it's still fishy to me that you would burn down somebody's house and you'd think ahead that what they would do to try to save the children, like using the coal truck and stuff, and then it wasn't working. And the fact that the phone lines were cut, it says that it was a planned fire, a planned kidnapping, because the people said, someone said they saw the children in the car passing during the fire, so that means they were never in the fire. Probably the children knew the people, so they decided to help them with it. So they cut the phone because they'll be the ones with the access to the house, so they'll be the ones to cut the lines down and just into the coal truck. So they would have escaped the house, and then the adults would have tried and burn down the house. That way, they would be waiting probably in a car at the back of the back over down the street, and then they would run to it, and the fire would start. And then after the fire starts, while the fire is going on, obviously the parents and the other 5 children will be trying their best to find the other five, they'll be distracted by the fire. But that way they'll pass and you won't even realize that they passed them. So yeah, probably that. Or probably child trafficking or something. I mean, when the woman is trying to talk to the children, the man appeared and he was not friendly and stuff. So probably that's the case there. But as as much as I read up on it, well, I didn't read too much because like there is not always an answer to everything, which is the case there. And the fact that the last surviving one, well, the one surviving one, sorry about my voice, but like I just got a cold this morning. I decided to leave you already fully, but my voice is not normal yet. But anyways, back to the story. So I agree with the last surviving Sodder child that her siblings were never in the fire because it is impossible for you to. I mean, the day all the police, obviously police came to check and stuff, and they didn't find any blood ashes or stuff like that. So obviously they were never there. It's like they knew it was going to happen, so they escaped in time to do it, and they never meant to cause harm to their parents and older siblings. Hence why they had to escape and survived it. No one was hurt. Just in here on the smoker, but no one was hurt. Pertaining to one of the phrase that the Sodder family fought, which was about probably in retaliation for the father George, his outspoken criticism of Mussolini and Italy's fascist government. So probably that could be the case, because I mean the way they describe the men is as if they were paid to do it. So that's why they're that. So obviously it could be the government, but then why would the government want to worry about them? But they don't worry about them because they were Italian immigrants. Yeah, I could understand that. So in order to not make it seem for that reason, they will take half of the children instead of all of them, or make all the children suffer for something that their father did. That is unfair to them because they're innocent children. They cannot be suffering for something their father said, which is why I believe most likely is you call the government. Now, I'm saying this because governments can be very, how would I put it? If someone has an impact on other people's lives and there is something to affect the government's reputation, like give the truth out of it, like the bad stuff about the government, they might try some way, somehow, to something to affect that person who spoke out with the freedom of speech, freedom of liberty. You cannot be doing that. But I think that's the case there because that's just ridiculous on the whole. To be doing that to somebody, to kidnap for the child. I mean, it's better that they will kidnap than dead. But I think it'll probably be easier on the father if they probably died in the fire compared to being kidnapped. But it's softer because at least he knows they're alive. Probably. You never could happen to a child in that kidnapping. They could torture them, kill them, or something. You never know. Child trafficking, it's always there. So probably that. But at least he knows they're probably alive compared to being perished in the fire. The fire which no one can figure out but caused it. Because that is just ridiculous. To be doing something like that. You'll be heartless to do that. That fire and the fact that everybody survived, it's still like a warning for them. A warning to stop what you're doing or something like that. But it's good that they had a billboard with pictures of the children because even telling me from the 1950s until the 1980s, almost 3 decades, that they had that billboard with the pictures of the 5 vanished children. It's like they had hope that those children were still alive. And any parent would have hope that their child is still alive if something were to happen to them. That's just how it is as parents. Also, human being in general, if a relative was missing or something, you always have hope that they are still alive. You won't find them dead somewhere or hear something about it. Being alive is everything actually. No matter how people may feel like, oh, they don't want to be alive, they don't ask to be born or something, you should always be happy that you're alive. that's it for Thursday's tales. See you guys next week hopefully, and I might upload a video on Monday for my back to school hairstyle. And just in the comments give your opinions about me or just the video in general, and then any ideas I could put for my following videos, and I will give a post notification shout out at the end of each video. So yeah, bye guys.